There are many things people ask me about our products, such as bakit sa box natin. Let me show you. These are old boxes, but let me show you the box. No, in the side of the box, there's the nutritional facts. Okay, and bakit daw sa nutritional facts natin halos zero lahat? Now, I have to explain that now because the reason is in the Philippines, yung CPR natin dito, when you apply for a CPR in the Philippines, they base it on the equivalent of calories that a person average age 19 to something, I think 19 to 30, average calorie intake per day of that person should be a minimum of 2,500 calories. Now, because our barley is only 3 sachets, this is based on a 2,500 calorie intake. So, syempre, kung based sa 2,500 calorie intake, talagang magiging zero lahat ng lalabas dito. But, if you go online, it will tell you all the benefits talaga of the barley, which is really, in a nutshell, like this. Okay? I am going to take a picture of this and so that you can all see it. It is actually in it's online, all the benefits and the equivalent of what, for example, green barley is equivalent, ang equivalent niya, okay? Green barley has 45.2% protein, 3.2% lipids, and 23% carbs compared to, okay, like for example, let me choose a good one. Spinach, raw spinach. Alam naman natin, spinach is very high in iron. Pero tignan nyo ha, ang protein count ng spinach, which is green leafy vegetable, is only 3%. Ang protein count ng barley is 45.2%. Okay? So, these are based on per 100 grams of barley. That's why I keep saying it's important for you to take your barley at least 3 times a day. Why? For you to maximize the benefit of the nutritional content of our barley. 1 sachet is 3 grams. The 3 grams equivalent is already what we advertise in IAM. Diba? Yung sinasabi nilang equivalent to 12 glasses of milk, how many oranges for vitamin C, all of that. But there are many things that we are not allowed to claim because of BFAD in the Philippines. They're very strict. However, for example, we have zinc in our barley. 3 grams of zinc equivalent to 7.33% zinc. That is a lot of zinc. The rest has, meron tayong niacin, calcium, magnesium, iron, what else? Let me see. We have folic acid, we have vitamin B1, B2, B6, vitamin C, vitamin E, biotin, we have chlorophyll, we have folic acid, pantothenic acid. Ang dami po talagang mga, yung iba nga dito, hindi na nailalagay sa mga multivitamins, which are all in our barley. So, here, let me try to read a few other things for you. Barley contains every vitamin except vitamin D, which, as you know, comes from the sun. So, even if you take vitamin D as a mineral or as a supplement, it does not stay in your system for very long. The best way to get vitamin D is through sunlight. That's why they keep saying 10 minutes of sunlight a day, especially during COVID times, will do you a lot of good. Most minerals, especially calcium, and all essential and non-essential amino acids are all available in their natural, easily absorbable forms in our barley. 19 amino acids are found in our barley grass, including all 8 of the essential amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, which are essential for continual cell building, regeneration, as well as energy production, immune function, and detoxification. Barley grass is actually about 26% protein, which is approximately the same amount of protein found in the same quantity of lean beef. So alam naman natin, when a lot of people, when they eat a lot of lean beef, there's a lot of side effects. Nakaka-high blood, okay, number one. Also, number two, beef is very hard to digest. In fact, there are studies that say if you eat a steak, it takes 1 week before your body can completely digest it and it is excreted from your body. Imagine 1 week when our barley actually has pretty much the same amount of protein that you would get in the same amount of lean beef. Barley also contains a number of living enzymes and flavonoids that function as potent free radical scavengers. So ano po yun? These compounds make barley grass a great nutritional supplement that provides antioxidant and anti-inflammatory nutrients. In fact, some studies show that barley grass may be very beneficial nutritionally for many health problems such as ulcers, cholesterol, and even cancer. Meron akong nabasa kanina. It was listing all the things that are amazing in our barley. Uh, Here, pharmacological effects of barley. Um, Number one, infants are subject to diabetes. Did you know that? So you have to give your barley even to infants. Luckily for us, our barley is available at a with choco. So kids actually enjoy it. A lot of them even enjoy the pure barley. Pag sinanay nyo kasi yung mga baby, hindi naman sila pihikan sa lasa. It's when they grow up and they discover that sugar that is so delicious that it changes their sense of palate and it makes them want to crave sugar. But I'm telling you, the less sugar you have in your system, the more healthy it is. In fact, sugar is so bad that it actually feeds cancer cells. That's how bad it is. Now, can I say that I don't take sugar? No, I still take sugar. Normal lang po, tao, lahat po tayo. I love to have chocolate sometimes. But as much as possible, if I want to take something sweet, I try to take pure honey in its place. Okay? Um, some of the things I discovered, cerebral hemorrhage, heart and liver troubles can be effectively prevented by barley grass. This was very, very interesting because apparently the high volume of potassium is what prevents it. What else? Case studies in which um, barley is so effective for your cardiac uh, situations. Because if you have a heart problem, normally they give you a lot of drugs for it. Apparently, um, the potassium, again, in the barley prevents heart problems. In fact, so much so that the FDA in the US has approved barley for preventing heart disease. And you can actually Google that. It's online, which is very interesting kasi sobrang strict ng Food and Drug Administration sa US, and yet they came out approving that as something that barley can actually prevent. Okay, as I said earlier, it prevents diabetes, renal disease. It increases your metabolic rate, so it's very good for people who want to stay slim. It prevents pancreatitis. It normalizes your gastric juices, so it prevents ulcers. Ang dami-dami pa po talaga ng mga benefits ng barley natin. But like I said, anything that you want to know is online. All I can tell you is what it has done for me. And in fact, it's done so much even for my own family. My stepdad is actually a diabetic. And when I first started to introduce barley to him, he rejected it. He said, ang sabi niya sa akin, ako, ano naman yan? Hindi ako naniniwala sa mga supplement. Naniniwala lang daw siya sa doktor dahil the doctors have studied many, many years and he only trusts the doctors and nothing organic. So I told him, well, Dad, why? Ang sabi niya, because dahon lang yan, wala nang madudulot ang dahon sa katawan ko. Kung gulay na lang ang kakainin ko, finished. So, my argument was very simple. Kung gulay din lang naman, at alam naman natin lahat na gulay is good for you, ba't hindi mo subukan? May mawawala ba? So, eventually, my mom, siya yung nagbubudbud ng barley sa pagkain ng dad ko, kahit di alam ng dad ko. After 3 months, nagpa-check up siya, and his blood sugar had already normalized to the point where he didn't need to inject himself with insulin anymore. And of course, ang nakakatawa dun is kinlaim niya as his own good behavior, which was the reason as to why he didn't need to take his insulin shots anymore. So he said, tignan nyo, ang galing-galing ko because I'm walking regularly, exercising normally, like regularly more than the average person. He's now completely okay. That's when my mom told him that he has been taking our barley for 3 months straight and he didn't know. And he was so shocked to the point where naniwala na siya, and ever since, he takes our barley regularly. My mom is another case. Her body is weird. Her body produces bad cholesterol on its own. Hindi niya yung bad cholesterol, pero nag-produce yung katawan niya ng bad cholesterol on its own. Shocking talaga. So, I told her, why don't you try the barley, Mom? And to the point where her doctor was so scared, she was taking some medication every single day na if she forgot it, literally, walking time bomb daw siya. As in, anytime she could have a massive stroke because of her cholesterol levels. So she started taking the barley, and after 3 months, again, we went back to the hospital. She got her blood work done. And shockingly, her cholesterol count is better than mine. Which is talagang wow. Kasi considering how bad it was before, I was so shocked na it really was so helpful for her. Aside from that, of course, I have many, many other more testimonies. Even in I Am itself, ang dami po nating testimonies dyan. And I know that we will have many more. And, to be honest with you, I'm not promoting going out, especially in these times. Pero, hindi naman siguro posible na kahit during COVID times, nakakulong ka lang sa bahay. At some point, we are going to have to go out. Correct? And if we have to go out, wouldn't you be more secure knowing that your immunity is at its peak? Wouldn't you feel more secure knowing na you've done everything you can to help yourself fight whatever is out there? So that in case you need to go, I don't know, to the supermarket, to the drugstore, to maybe to the clinic for a checkup or blood work or whatever, na kahit na meron mang taong infected around you, meron kang protection for yourself.